Good morning out there, everybody. Good to speak to you again. As you can see, those of you who are more observant than the others will have realised I've completely changed the decor in my flat. I'm trying to sell the place, and it's not selling. It's been up for it's been up for nearly 6 months now, and I haven't even had two people come round and see it. And it's a lovely little place as well. I'm only selling it because I got married. So I'm moving into my wife's house. It's only a mile away from here, so Um, but for those of you who are out of town, this is a really nice part of Liverpool. It's the sort of bohemian area of Liverpool, and I'm right next to an absolutely fantastic Victorian park. But I'm not even getting as far as a second viewing, so I've had to repaint the place and blandify it. All my pictures have gone. All my pictures have gone, and I've tried to make it look. I've tried to make it look more like a hotel room. Because according to Sarah Beanie, that's the only thing. That's the only way you women are gonna buy a flat. I suspect when I get especially couples round that number one, it's her who's making all the decisions, and number two, previously she was coming in saying, "Ooh, he hasn't got the character out of this place, has he? Ooh, I can see his personality all over it. Ooh." So I've just bit the bullet. Next stop is reduction in price. Terrible. It's heartbreaking. But then either I got rid of my flat or my wife got rid of her house, and she loves her house as well, and it's bigger and it's better. So that's it. Anyway, none of this has got anything to do with you, so stop being nosy. Um, so, what have I had in the discussion boards? The discussion boards have been entirely empty this week, and I know why. Because now your minds are all taken up by essay, essay, essay. Well, the good news there is that the materials, it's now 10 to 10, 10 past 10, the materials for this week go up. And after that, there's no more formal materials to go up. There are some extra sessions in the bonus files, which I thought were kind of running in parallel to the main course materials, but of the vascular stuff, pretty much this week is it. Mind you, there's a lot on this week. I've got larval therapy. I've got a patient talking about having his leg amputated. I've talked about the podiatrist and the diabetic foot. All of which I want to add to. So your kind offers to talk to people, to get to speak to me, are well appreciated. If it's not too far away, I'll visit. I'll take my little voice recorder and I'll zip around and I'll visit people and record what it is that they've got to say. But anyway, this week's materials are the last formal things. I will be pestering you for evaluations. So after this week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start emailing you evaluation forms. I have every confidence that had you thought that something wasn't quite to your taste, you'd have let me know halfway through this course and we could have fixed it on the spot. But my managers insist that we have evaluation material on all of our modules. So I am going to pester you. I'm sorry. Normally, if you were face-to-face, what I would do is I would close the door and I would say, no one's leaving this room until I've got 10 evaluation forms off you. I can't do that with you so much because you're miles away. But anyway. Right. So, I've had some essay snippets, shall we say, in. So far, I've had exercise on the claudicating limb. Interesting. Very interesting so far. And I appreciated the read of that, by the way. I've also had another one on, just an essay plan, this one, on carotid endarterectomy. Excellent subject. And what I'd be really interested in seeing would be if a podiatrist did an essay on, I don't know, subarachnoid hemorrhage, and and someone who was a vascular nurse did an essay on, the role of podiatry. Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing that. But stick to your own. It's your choice. You got entirely carte blanche. You do what it is that you fancy doing. As for referencing, don't forget RefWorks. If you've got the hang of it, I hope you have. I hope you have got the hang of RefWorks, and I've decided to use it because it really will save you a lot of work, and it will do your work better for you than you can possibly do. But my guess is that if we have 10 in the group, most people won't. Now, there is one important thing that I want to say to you, and it's this. Stop. If you want to send me drafts, that's fine, right? But start now and put your drafts in through the module assessment button on Blackboard. In there, you will find Turnitin, and you can put a draft in as many times as you want through Turnitin, and each draft will overwrite the last. So each draft will erase the previous version. And on the 16th of December at 4 o'clock, the door closes and we read the last version that you've put off. But if you put stuff in through Turnitin, you'll get the hang of it. You'll see what it's all about, and you'll see how it's done. Yeah. The telephone call I dread most of all is at 5 to 4 on the 16th of December. Somebody who's never done Turnitin rings me up and says, I can't operate the system. No, don't do that. Do not do that, please. Start now. Put whatever, even an essay plan, even an essay plan, put it in through Turnitin, and then you can have a look on Turnitin. You can have a look at your own similarity score. And if your similarity score is suspiciously high, work out where the similarities are. Okay? So start using Turnitin. Email me by all means to say, I have submitted to Turnitin. Could you please take a look at my draft? That's a good idea. But don't practice Turnitin when it is that you have to hand the work in. Rubbish. Start now. Nice to see you, everybody, and I will be in touch. Bye now.